5 reasons why everyone should draw. This video is less about creating some perfect finished drawing and more looking in depth at the actual process of drawing and how it can benefit you. To be 100% clear, you don't need to have any pre-existing artistic ability to gain some benefit from every single one of these reasons. Whether you are a total novice or an experienced artist, all of these reasons will apply to you. Reason 1. Drawing teaches you to see things as they really are. Drawing forces you to look intently at the object, person, or place that you are drawing. Most of the time in life, we use the schemas we carry around in our minds to make snap judgments on how we think things look. For example, water is blue, right? Sounds reasonable, but water isn't always blue. The peaty streams of the Scottish Highlands are often amber, reddish and Guinness brown. The ice lakes of Slovakia look completely clear, often sky grey. The point is that the act of drawing forces us to look properly and see what is actually there. It connects us more closely to the environments we find ourselves in. Drawing trains you to slow down and observe. Instead of just saying, "that's a chair," you start noticing the way the legs angle out, how the shadows fall across the floor, or how perspective changes depending on where you're sitting. This kind of observation sharpens your awareness not just in art but in everyday life. Designers, architects, scientists, writers, so many people can benefit from being able to truly see the world around them. And drawing is one of the best tools to develop that skill. It's like switching your brain from autopilot into high definition mode. Reason 2. Drawing is a cheap and accessible hobby. One of the biggest reasons people shy away from hobbies is often the cost. Let's be real, things like photography, cycling, CrossFit or fishing can get expensive. But drawing is one of the cheapest hobbies out there. All you need is a pencil and some paper. That's it. You don't need a €200 sketchbook or a fancy tablet. Of course, high quality tools are great if you want them, but they're not essential. Some of the greatest artists in history created masterpieces with the simplest materials. Goya drew on the walls of his home. Anselm Kiefer uses sacks and mud and sticks. Mark Quinn even employs his own blood. And the best part, you can do it anywhere. Waiting for a bus, sketch. On a lunch break, doodle. Long flight, pull out a pen and notebook. Drawing slips right into your everyday life without needing a studio, expensive memberships, or tons of equipment. It's creativity at its most accessible. Reason 3. Drawing is mindfulness in action. A big part of mindfulness is being present in the actual moment. There is something about the act of drawing that sucks you in and creates a focused and attentive state. You are concentrating on making marks, looking at what you're drawing, or thinking about what you're drawing, and not really much else. When you're sketching, you're not worrying about tomorrow's deadlines or yesterday's mistakes. Watching your hand move across the page, seeing shapes form and build into something else, it allows your brain to quiet down. It allows you to be mindful in that moment. This is similar to practicing mindfulness, but in a slightly different way. It's a different form of being present. Unlike sitting in silence and meditating, which, let's be honest, doesn't work for everyone, drawing gives your mind something to do while still calming it down. Even 5 or 10 minutes of doodling can lower your stress levels. I know for me personally, after a long day, sketching is like hitting the reset button. Reason 4. Drawing is a creative and cathartic outlet. We all need ways to express ourselves. Some people write, some make music, some dance, some box. Drawing is another powerful outlet. It's not about whether the drawing is good or bad. It's about what it does for you. Maybe you had a rough day, you grab your sketchbook and scribble something messy and chaotic. That release can be just as cathartic as talking it out. Or maybe you're feeling inspired and full of ideas. You draw something fun and suddenly you've turned that energy into a visual creation. It's also incredibly freeing. You can be silly, abstract, dark, bright, whatever you need in that moment. Drawing doesn't judge you. It just gives you space to let your imagination or emotions spill onto the page. And over time, those drawings can become a reflection of your personal journey. There is also never any fixed thing you have to do with your drawings. You don't need to show them to anybody if you don't want to. On the other hand, you can give them away as presents, exhibit them in galleries, use them to secure illustration jobs, or just lob them on the fire. It's completely up to you. The American artist John Baldessari even burnt a huge number of his drawings and artworks and kept the ashes in an urn as a new artwork. Reason 5. Drawing helps you organise thoughts, memories and feelings. Finally, drawing is an amazing tool for clarity. Drawings can be fantastic ways to record and relive memories, like songs or smells. Sketching the view from a train whilst leaving a city during a holiday, or drawing a caricature of a mate after a funny night out. When you look back at these types of seemingly throwaway sketches, you will remember instantly all the feelings and memories of the moments. Drawing is also a great way to process complicated feelings. If you're confused, stressed, or overwhelmed, putting those thoughts into shapes and images can help make sense of them. It's kind of like organising a messy room. Suddenly, things that felt tangled start to fall into place. Look at the drawings of Kathy Kollwitz, Egon Schiele, Franz Klein, or Tracy Emin. Their drawings are powerful because you can feel the catharsis that went into the artworks. And for big ideas, drawing is the ultimate brainstorming tool. Mind maps, visions, doodles. It's all about getting those thoughts out of your head and onto paper where you can see them clearly. So to recap, drawing teaches you to really see the world. It's one of the most affordable hobbies out there. It helps you stay mindful. It gives you a cathartic creative outlet, and it's a powerful tool for organising thoughts and memories. The best part? You don't have to be good at it to benefit. Drawing isn't just for artists, it's for humans. We've been making marks on cave walls for tens of thousands of years, and it's still one of the most human things we can do. So next time you're bored, stressed, or just curious, grab a pencil and draw. Even if it's just a doodle, you might be surprised at how much it helps. If you want to check a few artists and learn from them, I would also try David Shrigley or Charles Avery when it comes to drawings that are fun, playful, and have something really special about them. David Shrigley was born in 1968 in Macclesfield in England and is a British artist known for his deadpan, often absurdist drawings, text, sculptures, cartoons and multimedia work. He studied environmental art at Glasgow School of Art from 1988 to 1991, and over his career Shrigley has had numerous solo exhibitions worldwide. For example, in 2014 he showed David Shrigley Life and Drawing at the National Gallery of Victoria in Melbourne. One of his most widely seen public works is Really Good, a 7-metre bronze thumbs-up sculpture installed on Trafalgar Square's 4th plinth from 2016 to 2018. In 2013, he was nominated for the Turner Prize, and in 2020, he was appointed Officer of the Order of the British Empire, the OBE, for services to the visual arts. More recently, in 2023, he launched the conceptual Pulp Fiction project, in which he bought copies of the Da Vinci Code, pulped them, made new paper, and printed 1984 on them. So, thanks for watching everyone, and if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more, subscribe to Robbie Draws Stuff and keep enhancing your drawing skills and knowledge.